Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of the SWUS. We got Golden State on the road at Sacramento in this one. The play-in tournament is officially here. I'm going to go through this game in this video. I already uploaded another video with the Lakers Pelicans in it. And the live show, I think what I'm going to do is we're going to do the MLB live show at 4 p.m. And we're going to go through the two NBA games right after it. I think that's what I'm going to do. So NBA show will probably be a little later than usual, like 5:30 p.m. Eastern time if you want to catch that. Love to see in the comments. So yeah, Golden State, Sacramento, let's do it.
Welcome to the SWUS. The SWUS. SWUS. Hey, get the SWUS.
All right, so like I said, Warriors are on the road here. It's 9 versus 10. Loser goes home. Loser's season is over. Kings are catching 2.5 points at home. The total sitting at 223.5. Let's take a quick look at the spreadsheet, and according to the model, we should see a 4-point Kings win. Final score 114-110 Sacramento. Injuries and inactives, and we'll start with Golden State. Steph Curry and Draymond Green are actually both on the injury report, but they're both listed as probable, and I think we all know that they're going to play in this game. They lose, their season's over, so Steph and Draymond are going to play. Gary Payton Jr. has been ruled out for this one, though. On the Sacramento side, Malik Monk is still out. I heard a rumor that there was a chance Malik Monk was going to play in this game. That looks to be false. So from what I'm seeing here, he's ruled out, and I read an article that he's still at least a week or two away. So most likely no Monk for the Kings here. Betting trends on the Golden State side. Warriors are 4-2 straight up in their last 6. Just 1-5 against the spread, though. So the Warriors have been winning games, but not covering the number. On the Kings side, it's the opposite. They're just 2-4 in their last 6 games, but they're 4-2 against the spread. So the Kings haven't been winning games, but they've been covering the number. So kind of flip-flop trends there. Kings have also been trending heavily towards the under. 4-16 to the under in the last 20 Sacramento Kings games. So let's break this game down. As we know, these two teams met in the playoffs last year. Series went to 7 games. It was one of the best series of the postseason. They split the season series this year 2-2. These two teams have a nice little, I guess I don't want to call it a rivalry, but kind of little rivalry brewing between these two teams. All of their games this year were early in the season, though. They played 3 times in October and November, then again on January 25th. But these teams have not played in 3 months. And that's kind of important to take note of because Golden State specifically, they're playing much better basketball in the second half of the season. You can see if we compare these two teams' efficiency numbers before February 1st, pretty evenly matched here. If you look at since February 1st, though, Sacramento's pretty much the same. The defense has gotten better. The offense has gotten worse. Golden State, definitely significantly better. They're in the 10th, 11th range rather than the 14th, 15th, 16th range. Here's my issue with the public perception of this matchup. It seems like the narrative is Sacramento's playing like shit, and I completely disagree with that. Yeah, they've lost some games recently, but in the last 10 games, they are 8th in efficiency. Golden State's 7th. Look at the strength of schedule, 3rd to 27th. So the Kings have played a much stronger schedule, still putting up pretty similar efficiency numbers. Now, their blowout win over who the hell they play? The Hornets or the Blazers? They beat the hell out of somebody. That's skewing the numbers a little bit for the Kings. But still, this team may be 2-5 in their last 7 games. But look at their losses. The Pelicans, who just beat Golden State in a huge game. The Suns, they lost by 1 point. Phoenix, one of the hottest teams in basketball. At Oklahoma City. At Boston by 1 point. Now, the Celtics didn't play their starters in the 4th quarter, but still, at Boston by 1 point. At New York, the Knicks, one of the hottest teams in the NBA. This team's played an insanely grueling schedule, so to sit there and be like, the Kings are playing like shit, I'm not sure I agree with that at all. What concerns me most with this Kings team is their defense against a 3-point shot. The Pelicans on Thursday night against the Kings, 22 of 40 from deep. That's 55% from beyond the arc. They lit the Kings up from outside. And then the next night against the Suns, 12 of 32, 37.5% from outside. Kings really struggling to defend the 3-point shot. It's been the weakest spot of their defense all season. These are numbers from the last 10 games. Now, to be fair, the Kings have played an extremely strong schedule in that span, and they are truly playing great defense, but not so much on the perimeter. So how can we trust this defense to stop Golden State's outside shooting? Keep in mind, last year, Kings-Warriors, Game 7, elimination game for both teams. Pretty similar spot to what we're looking at right here. Steph Curry, 20 of 38, 50 points. One of the best playoff performances we've seen in the last few years. So I definitely have some concerns for the Kings' 3-point defense in this one because we know Golden State could shoot the outside shot. But before we go and hammer Golden State here, We do have to point out that the Kings aren't the only defense in this game that are going to have problems defending the three ball. 47% of Sacramento's shot attempts in the last 10 games have come from three, and they're hitting them. Golden State has not been playing the best defense against the three-point shot, 19th and 14th in the last 10. That's again against a somewhat weaker schedule, and I just pointed out how the Pelicans lit the Kings up from three last week. Well, they did the same thing to Golden State. 20 of 38, 52.6% from outside against the Warriors. So as much as Golden State's outside shooting worries me for the Kings defense, you could say the same exact thing for Sacramento's outside shooting against Golden State's defense. And I know a lot of people are taking the under in this one. Kings have been hitting unders heavily, but I actually think we're going to see a three-point shootout. Look, I'm well aware that the numbers are probably pointing towards an under bet here, but they were pointing towards an under bet the other night in the Kings-Pelicans game, and there were 258 points scored in that game. I had the under, I should know. I got beat by 35 points. So I'm going to take the over at 223.5. I think we're going to see a three-point shootout. As far as the side, I think I'm going to take the Kings plus the points. I know that seems crazy because at 2.5, you're essentially betting a team to win. And could I really see Steph Curry and the Warriors getting eliminated in the 9-10 game? It's tough to imagine, but we're talking about plus 2.5. And in most matchups, that'd be, hey, you're betting a team to win. Well, actually, these two teams have played 3 straight one-point games. The last 3 meetings between the Warriors and Kings have been decided by 1 point, and the Kings won 2 of them. So a plus 2.5. Actually, there's a plus 3 here. I'm going to take it. Give me Kings plus 3, and I'm on the over. Like I said earlier, live show at 4 p.m. Eastern time. We'll do the MLB games first, and we'll go through the 2 NBA games after that. If you're able to make it, we'd love to see you in the comments. If you want my top bets for NBA or MLB or any of our staff's top bets, they're posted right on KyleKirms.com. There's also a link to join the Discord right on there as well if you're interested. Remember, this is a long postseason. NBA playoffs is almost 2 months long. So remember to bet responsibly. This is a marathon, not a sprint. Yeah, make sure to be smart about this, guys. I'll talk to you on the Discord.